Greetings. Welcome to According to MJ. So, in this video, we're going to be recapping the most recent episode of My 600-Pound Life. So, we are in season 9, and this is episode 5, starring Melissa. Now, before we get into the recap, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I love My 600-Pound Life because it shows, people working themselves up from, the bottom, flourishing. I love to see people win. So, all right, enough of that. Let's get into it. So this was a very interesting episode. Melissa, I really like her. I love her voice. You can tell she's very well read. She's very intelligent. So she goes on to say that she's 36. She's from Florida. I think the guy Diedrich, he was from Florida as well. They showed her sleeping with her CPAP machine. I noticed in her restroom, that was the toilet and stuff was very dirty. Basically, she described her life as, that she suffers with anxiety, depression, feeling unwanted, and just being alone, and saying that her life really revolves around food. Now, she gave the backstory on how she thinks she got to such a large weight. She basically said that her mother was verbally abusive, that she would make her clean her plate totally. I don't know about you all, but I have family like that. They want you to clean the plate, that you don't have a right to not like a certain food. It's so strange to me. But she said her mother would basically make her large meals to, I guess, in a way to ask for her forgiveness or to make it up to her from, being so abusive, telling her she's stupid and she wished she was different. She wished she didn't have her. She said her father was the total opposite. He was her best friend and he didn't judge her at all. And she was really devastated when her parents broke up when she was 8. She said she sunk into a deep depression from that. And then it also impacted her mother. She also mentioned that at 15, she had a boyfriend and she got pregnant and she had an abortion and she was depressed from that. And she said eventually at 16, she dropped out of high school. And she suffered a traumatic loss when her father died when she was 27. And then her mother passed away when she was 35. So, as you can see, she's experienced a lot of trauma in her young life. And she said what made it so bad about her mother's passing, she was so large she couldn't even attend the wake or funeral. So, and she was telling her good friend Shay, who's her best friend, that she wants to be able to rollerblade again. She wants to just feel comfortable and not feel ashamed around others. So she made a decision to see Dr. Now. And I was glad she made the decision. So they flew to Houston, which I thought was good because, a lot of the cast, they always have to ride in the back of a van or a truck. But Melissa said, no, I'm flying to Houston. So she said the flight wasn't that bad. So her first doctor appointment with Dr. Now, we discovered that her weight was 592 pounds. And the doctor mentioned she was very short, under 5 feet tall. He said for her height, she should be 90 pounds. So, of course, he gave her the 1,200 calorie a day diet, no carbs, only protein and veggies. He also gave her some literature to read, and he told her to read it every night, right? And he also recommended that she see a psychotherapist to deal with the real reason why she's overeating. So it seemed like a very successful first appointment. And it seemed like she was doing the right thing. I noticed that she was pretty much doing the right thing. She said that one of the main struggles she has is with soda. She says coffee to her, but they show her cooking. She was making salmon and broccoli. So from what I saw, it looks like she was really serious about losing weight. So when she flew back to Houston for her second weigh-in, she was 548 pounds. Subsequently, she met this guy that Shay hooked her up with. So I feel like, this situationship, or perhaps it can blossom into something real, but it kind of threw a monkey wrench in the game because once she met Elijah, she really wasn't willing to move to Houston. If you notice, Dr. Now always has his patients move to Houston. So she told us that she was talking and texting to Elijah before they met, and they met in person. They met at the park, so he was helping her work out, give her tips and encouragement. And Dr. Now ended up being very upset with her because her weight loss was slowing down significantly. By her third weigh-in, she was at 507 pounds. Her fourth weigh-in at 469 pounds. I believe the fifth weigh-in was 449 pounds. So you would think with someone weighing, being so large as she is, that she should easily drop 100 pounds. But I think her situationship or entanglement with Elijah is kind of really could be a hindrance. Love is beautiful, but I don't know. So what I did like about the episode, seeing her doing her own grocery shopping, like, to me, Melissa seems determined. I love her spirit of determination. Even with her just opening up and going on a date with Elijah, that shows that she wants to create a new life for herself. So I thought that was good. And I think it's sweet that he's trying to help her work out and release the weight. So her last appointment, Dr. Now, he said, you really need to move here, and she said she'll think about it. But eventually they showed her and Elijah on a lunch date, and she was feeding him fish or whatever the food was. But she basically says she's not moving to Houston right now. She's going to continue to lose weight on her own, and she's proud of herself for losing about 10 pounds in 2 months. I'm like, girl, that's not that great. I mean, every pound counts, but that's not a significant weight loss, especially someone her height and size. So she told Elijah she's going to cook dinner for him. She's going to make him some mac and cheese. So you see that she's already kind of going down the wrong path, because is she going to be eating this macaroni and cheese? Now, Elijah did say he wants her to be active and work out. And he told her that she puts a smile on his face. And he has her, to me, it just seemed like he has her nose open. She is like all for it. She done forgot about really her goals of getting this weight loss surgery. So I noticed, like, he was telling her he wants her to feel better, and she told him she feels better when she's with him. And then he's like, oh, you're making me blush now. So she had her arm around him, and they held hands and walked and the episode ended. So she did not end up getting weight loss surgery. She said she's going to stay in Florida and drop the weight. So all in all, it was a very entertaining episode. I'm rooting for you, Melissa. Want to see you meet those weight loss goals. You're beautiful. Your spirit is beautiful. You deserve to live the life that you desire. Elijah seems cool. I just don't want him to take you off your course, to take you off your game. So, make mac and cheese with cauliflower instead of pasta. There are ways to make healthier food. So that's my recap. It was a good episode. Dr. Now, to me, he wasn't really harsh on her, but he was like, your weight loss is slowing down. You need to move to Houston. So he kept saying, I love to see that you are making progress. However, it should be more. So hopefully we get a recap or another episode of her. Hopefully she does decide to have the surgery. I think that'll really catapult her to where she wants to be. So let me know what you all thought of the episode. What would you like to see? Do you think Elijah is a good fit for her? Is this situationship or entanglement? Do you think it's distracting her from her goals? So that's all I have for this episode. I thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and to the next recap of my 600-pound life later.